Aurangabad has a rich history that dates back to the 17th century. It was founded by Malik Amber, a former slave who became a powerful ruler of the Deccan region. He named it Kharki and made it its capital. Later, it came under the control of the Mughal Empire and was renamed Aurangabad by Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb used Aurangabad as his base for expanding his empire in the south. He also built a magnificent mausoleum for his wife, Bibi ka Maqbara, which resembles the Taj Mahal. After Aurangzeb's death, Aurangabad became part of the Nizam's Hyderabad state until it was annexed by India in 1948. About 15 km from Aurangabad, there is a fort called Daulatabad Fort. It was built by Yadava king Billama V in the 11th century. It was originally called Devagiri or Deogiri, meaning Hill of Gods. It was later named Daulatabad by Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultan who shifted his capital here from Delhi in 1327. Panchakki is a water mill that was built in the 17th century to grind grain for the pilgrims and the soldiers. It is powered by a stream that flows from a nearby hill. Besides Bibi ka Maqbara, Aurangabad has many other attractions. Aurangabad Caves is one of them. These caves contain sculptures and paintings depicting Buddhist themes dating back to the 16th and 17th centuries. Ajanta caves are situated about 100 kilometers from Aurangabad. The history of Ajanta caves is a history of Buddhist art and devotion in ancient India. The caves are a group of 29 rock-cut Buddhist temples and monasteries located near the city of Aurangabad. The caves are famous for their exquisite paintings and sculptures that depict scenes from the life of Buddha and his previous incarnations. These caves are also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The caves were carved over two distinct periods of time. The first phase of construction began in the 2nd century BC and lasted until the 1st century. These caves belong to the Hinayana sect of Buddhism and do not have any images of Buddha, only symbols such as his footprints or throne. These caves were mostly sponsored by lay devotees, monks and traders who traveled along the ancient trade routes that passed over Ajanta. The second phase of construction began in the 15th century AD and lasted until the 17th century. These caves belong to the Hinayana sect of Buddhism and have elaborate images of Buddha and various bodhisattvas. These caves were mostly sponsored by the Vakataka dynasty, which ruled over central India at the time. The Ajanta caves were abandoned after the fall of the Vakataka dynasty and were gradually forgotten by the people. They were rediscovered by chance in 1819 by a British officer named John Smith, who was hunting a tiger in this area. He noticed a cave entrance hidden by vegetation and entered it to find a stunning gallery of paintings. He also scratched his name on one of the walls, which can still be seen today. Since then, the Ajanta caves have attracted many scholars, artists and tourists all over the world who marvel at its beauty and significance.